will be discussing additional things. So actually, this is very short. Maikli lang talaga tong lesson natin for today. This is just a question raised to me by I forgot who from your batch na kung merong way na kung saan ang text ay pwedeng magkaroon ng anong tawag dito, kakaibang orientation. Kasi sanay tayo na ang ating orientation lang is ito, horizontal. So kita nyo, we have a horizontal. And the other way is by right-clicking, then free transform, pwede nating i-slant or vertical. Tama? 'Di ba? So yan lang yung ways natin to create an orientation on our text. So there is an additional method that you could apply in order for you to create an additional style on your text para mas gumanda siya. Or sabihin na lang natin, I know you could find the use on this. So depende to siguro sa paggagamitan, pero ibibigay na rin natin so that you are well equipped in terms of text. So sa paggamit ng text ay marami-rami kayong techniques that you could apply on your work. So the first thing that we are going to do is syempre we have to write our text here sa ating canvas. Then we double click on the T icon. So after double clicking on the T icon, automatically it will be highlighted. So the next thing that you are going to do is make sure that your type tool is highlighted so that the menu is open. And you are going to look at this T icon with an arc here on top. So madali siyang hanapin kasi katabi siya ng color. So once you open this, you will be taken here to this new window called Warp Text. So after you have selected or chosen this arc for warping text, so this is the warp text button, all you have to do is just select style. So when you select style, you'll be taken here with loads of different menus that you could use for you to adjust your text. So let's take for example arc. We select arc, the first one. So when we select arc, notice nyo agad there will be a change on our text. So it formed an arc. You could even change if it is a vertical type or a horizontal type. So syempre, depende yan sa kung ano ang gusto ninyo. And you could see here multiple sliders. So with different values. So you could adjust these sliders depending on kung ano yung gusto nyo. So let's try and experiment this. We reduce the value to around negative. So pag tinitingnan natin yung pala pagka negative ang value ng bend. So pag positive naman pataas, pag negative pababa. So horizontal distortion, let's adjust it slowly. So notice nyo. Vertical distortion, let's adjust this. So as you could see here, by just merely playing with our arc style for warping text, we are able to enhance this particular text na hindi siya regular alignment lang na horizontal, slanting, or vertical. Diba? So kung ayaw nyo ito, so just click cancel or okay kung gusto nyo. Yan. So, para bumalik siya or mag-revert siya sa dati. So, pag gusto nyo, okay. So, let's explore the other ones. So, we have this arc lower. So, let's try this. So, as you can see here, nagkaroon ng arc but it is not adjusting or meron lang sigurong slight adjustment sa topmost portion ng ating text. So, kung vertical naman, notice nyo naka-curve yung tabihan pero yung right side pero yung left side niya is the same. So again, we could experiment with this and let's see what happens. Yan o. Siguro if you are creative enough, so you could find ways kung saan nyo pwedeng gamitin itong ganitong style. So as you could see here, when you mix match your distortion and your bends, So you should be able to create your own style using this arc lower. So let's try arc upper. So siguro you have an idea na pag arc upper, yung taas naman na portion, yung kanyang i-arc. So depende yan sa ano. So again, nililinaw ko po, wala pong value ito kung ano po yung sa tingin nyo ay magandang gamitin or maganda para sa inyo, yun po yung i-apply ninyo. So wala po akong sinasabing, oy, kailangan ang bend ay 83% plus 77 ang horizontal distortion. Vertical distortion is -10. So hindi ganoon, syempre, 'di ba? So kung ano yung maganda sa paningin, yun yung gamitin. Okay. So let's try on arch. So let's see what happens when we apply arch. So as you could see here, cancel muna natin kasi nag-apply na siya agad nung kanina na arc upper. So pag arch, so as you could see here, sir, parang the same with arc. So let's see the difference. So kung makikita nyo at 100%, siguro let's play with distortion. So siguro ito yung mga ito yung mga styles na we could achieve. Yan, nag-reverse na siya. And when we use arch, let's try vertical. So I think very small lang yung nakikita nating change in terms of vertical. So parang nag-cone lang yung edge niya. So let's click cancel. Let's try on the other one. So we have bulge. So bulging is, kung makikita nyo, parang nag-apply siya ng arc on both sides. So bulge, ibig sabihin ng bulge ay lumobo sa Tagalog. So sa mga hindi ng bulge. Yan. So as you could see here, parang nagmumukha siyang pabilog. So as you could see, we adjust the distortion. So let's see if we could distort this na magmumukha siyang parang puso. So kahit i-adjust natin ang verticality or ang horizontal niya, so hindi pwede siya sa horizontal. So we could play with our settings and see what happens when we adjust it using the bulge. So parang pinalolobo mo on both sides. So let's try again another one. So we have shell lower. So again, reverse lang yung shell lower tsaka shell upper. So nagmumukha siyang shape ng shell. Ewan ko kung napapansin ninyo. So let's try shell upper para at least kita nyo. Yan, no? 'Di ba? Parang shell, clam shell. Ito yung pinaka-edge ng clam, ng shell. As ito yung pinaka-arc niya. Okay, so let's try playing with these values and see what happens. So ganun lang yung nangyayari sa kanya. So shell upper and shell lower is just the reverse. So let's try flag. So tatandaan nyo, pag na-apply nyo na yung isa at pumili kayo ng bago, kung ano yung previous niyang text, yun yung pag-a-applyan niya ng bago. So I would highly suggest you click cancel kung ayaw nyo. Para at least hindi niya i-apply, then you try on using the next one or experimenting with the next one. So let's try flag. So flag is usually a wave. So kung makikita nyo, di ba, are flag waves. So you could adjust the wave of this particular flag or text na mukhang flag. Yan. Yan, o, di ba, parang if you're going to observe this, parang flag talaga siya or banner. Di ba? So I know you could find the use, depende dito sa creativity ninyo. Pagka pinag-combine nyo itong mga to, mapapaganda nyo. And by looking at your tree, there are certain portions there that are arced. May mga arc, may mga curve. You could apply this by combining this warp text. So let's look at the next one. So let's try wave. So wave is actually like an arc, a flag, pero hindi siya kumakurve ng sobra. So ang nangyayari, may nare-retain pa rin sa kanyang horizontal na part na straight pa rin. So, tingnan nyo tong guide na black na to. Usually, yun yung magde-determine doon sa loob nun ilalagay yung warping. So, let's hit cancel and let's try the next one. So, let's try fish. Usually, yan, fish. Mukhang fish. So, hindi naman siya mahirap ipaliwanag. Yan, siyang fish. Ito yung bibig. Ito yung body. Ito yung buntot. So, we could modify this. Ayan, ang pangit. Hindi na siya mukhang isda ngayon. Ayan, mukha na siyang mangangain na. If you have a wild imagination. So, this is like a basking style. Ayan. Let's try vertical. Tingnan natin. Ayan. Pag vertical. Excuse me. So, yan. Siguro, let's hit cancel and let's apply another one. So, let's try rise. So, as you can see here, nagkaroon ng rise from the left side to the right side. So, again, same. Madali siyang gamitin kasi siya ay slider lang. Depende sa paglalaro nyo ng slider, you should be able to warp your text depending on the adjustments that you have made with your slider. So, yan, ang nangyari dito, hindi na siya maaninag yung text. So, depende yan sa play na magagawa ninyo para makapag-design. Okay, so let's try again another one. So, let's fish eye. Yan. Parang may bulge siya sa gitna. So, let's try adjusting this. Yan. So, kung mapapansin nyo, nagkaroon siya ng parang bulge sa gitna. And the sides retain a specific style. Yung gitna lang yung parang, anong tawag dito? Nalaki. So, let's try the next one. So, we could go for inflate. So, pinalolobo sa Tagalog. Yan. So, let's inflate this. Yan. So, let's try some horizontal. Negative value. Nag-a-adjust lang siya. From left to right. Vertical. Vertical. Okay. So, ganun yung nangyayari. So, let's try again another one. So, let's squeeze. Yan. So, kung makikita nyo, parang pinipirat yung dalawang edge niya. Pwedeng sa ibabaw. Niya pipiratin. Yan, ini-squeeze niya. Yan, parang pinirat yung ibabaw, pwedeng sa tabihan, 'di ba? So we could play with these settings and see what happens. Usually, pag ako ang gagamit nito, I just play with bend, left right only. I seldom use distortion for horizontal and vertical. Bihirang-bihira akong mag-ano yan. So depending on the case or sa scenario na I have to input this particular text on a shape. Kung gusto ko ilagay yung text na yun sa loob ng shape, siguro hahanap ako ng the best warping warping available na para ma-fit ko or magawa yung particular text na yun. So let's hit cancel and let's try on the other one. So we have twist. So kung makikita nyo, parang nagsisimula na siyang mag-twirl or twist. Yan, let's maximize the value. So parang hindi siya nag-twist ng todo. Parang hindi niya ma-achieve yung 100% twist. Okay, so depending yan sa siguro sa haba or sa ikli ng text. So again, this is just a matter of experimentation. So once you have combined this with your work, so mapapaganda nyo. So again, if we are going to, say for example, I'll apply an arc. So I'll just modify it with a little bend. Then I'll click OK, double click on the layer. So lalabas na si layer style. So after that, so I'll just put in some drop shadow. I'll adjust some distance. Yan, para at least ay maganda-ganda. So siguro I'll try some gradient overlay. So, depende na siguro to sa kung ano yung gusto nyong i-apply. So, let's aim for some blues like this. Then hit OK. Then I'll try some outer glow. Let's try the spread para hindi siya masyadong malaki. Like this. So, yeah. Then hit OK. So, as you can see here, combined with a font na maganda. So, pili lang tayo siguro ng isang font na medyo bagay-bagay. So, let's try this one. So, let's look kung bagay ba siya. So as you can see, hindi na siya maaninag. Yan yung sinasabi kong readability. Hindi na siya mabasa due to font. So, let's try, say for example, this one, Algerian. So, after you have applied this, ganyan yung final output. So, nag-apply lang tayo ng font, ng lakihan natin yung size. Siguro, let's put this to around 200 para malaki. Yan, para kitang-kita. Let's move this to the center. Yan. Diba? And applying blending options or layer styles plus warping text, you should be able to manipulate your text na magmukha siyang maganda. Talaga. Ika nga is, hindi siya plain text lang. Kasi sometimes you will be encountering, say for example, I ask you to create an invitation. So it is very blunt or very, kumbaga, dull ang itsura kung halimbawa ang text ay, kumbaga, walang effect. So sometimes you have to add effects depending on the composition or kung ano man ang, anong tawag dito, gusto nyong ipakita. So, you could add, marunong naman kayong mag-insert ng pictures. You could experiment with that and try that. And syempre, you could add additional things. So, let's try this to a shape. Tingnan natin if we could warp shapes. So, I'll be creating a new layer. So, let's try and fill this layer with somewhat any color na lang siguro. Like this, black. Then, let's see if there is an option. So, again, black po siya. Hindi pwede. There is no warping option for a shape. So, let's try this one. So, there is no warping option. So, hindi natin pwedeng i-warp. Kasi as you could see here, this particular button, warp text. So, sa pangalan lang niya is pang text lang talaga siya. So, baka isipin na gaya nung sa, anong tawag dito, gaya nung sa previous lesson natin last week is, anong tawag dito, pwede nating applyan ng ano ang shape. Yan. So, as you could see here, in-applyan natin siya ng layer style. Or, we could even paint, say for example, I've painted a tree. Yan, kung makikita nyo, in-applyan na rin niya yung paint niya. Kasi same layer sila. So, kung makikita nyo, meron na siyang layer style din, the same as this shape. Kasi same layer sila. Automatic auto-apply na siya ng ganong effect. So, as you can see here, yan yung ating output. Diba? So, parang kanina ay very plain lang siya. But as you can see now, gumanda. Gumanda yung ating due to blending option. So, warping is only available on text. So, wala siya sa shapes or sa painted objects or painted layers. So, again, siya ay pang text lang. Okay, do you have questions regarding our lesson? Do you have questions po? Baka may gustong itanong or gustong malaman regarding this. So, malinaw po ba yung warping text natin? Malinaw po ba ang pagkakaano? So, I would highly suggest that you, excuse me, use Photopea to practice this so that you should be able to warp your text para pagdating ninyo sa Wednesday is naka-ready na kayo for adding warping, adding layer styles to your work. Kasi you will be adding this two layer styles and warp text on your work. Para at least, I would highly suggest you just create just this one-liner, yan, yung one line na ganyan, and experiment with it. Tingnan nyo kung ano yung magiging output once you experiment and tried out different values and see what works for you and what does not work for you.